Welcome back to the kitchen at Andersen Acres. Today we're going to be taking a boxed brownie mix and making it taste homemade. Because really, let's be honest, whenever we make one of these, they're good, but they're never quite as good as they would be if we made them ourselves. But a few simple tweaks and they will absolutely taste just as if you made them from scratch. So the first thing we want to do is start reading our box. First direction. Heat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's completely fine. So heat our oven to 350. My oven's already at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, they want us to coat an 8 or 9 inch pan. Use the correct size pan. So we are not reinventing the wheel here. We're just making some tweaks. We don't need to change the size of the pan. So 8 or 9 inch pan, and you want to grease it or line it with parchment paper. I've chosen to spray it with cooking spray. I just use a canola oil cooking spray. Quick and easy is the name of the game today. If we're using a boxed mix anyway, quick and easy it is. So now we need to start adding our ingredients. I've already put the brownie mix itself in here. So the brownie mix itself has all your cocoa powders, it's got your baking sodas, it's got your sugar, it's got your salt, it's even got some chocolate chunks. But there are not enough chocolate chunks in there. So I have a bag of chocolate chips, and I'm just going to add half of that bag of chocolate chips and then see how that looks. So we're adding extra chocolate chips because there's never enough. There's never enough chocolate chunks in these brownie mixes. So that looks much better. Now when I look at the mix, there's actually a lot of chocolate in there. That's what we want. So I added half a bag. You can add more. So then we start looking at the ingredients it wants us to add. And it would like us to add a 1/4 cup of water. Here's the thing about that. Water's fine, but it's not as good. Okay? Also, a 1/4 cup's not going to be quite enough. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use buttermilk, and I've increased it to 1/3. Okay? Because we want a little more moisture. We want these brownies to be really chewy and fudgy and moist. So we have to add a little more moisture. So we're just increasing that amount of liquid a little bit and changing the liquid from water to buttermilk. You can also just use standard milk. That's fine, but don't use water. Water is very boring. The next ingredient they want us to add is oil. So the directions tell us to add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Again, that's fine. But if you really want it to taste great, use butter. So I am adding cultured butter, and I've upped the amount from 1/3 cup to 1/2 cup because we really want this to be rich and delicious. And butter's the way to do that. So I have nothing against oil. Oil is fine, but it will not give you the rich flavor that you're looking for. Okay, so mix that in. It doesn't have to be thoroughly mixed because we've got another ingredient to go. So the final ingredient in this is an egg, just 1 egg. So I've got some eggs that our chickens laid here, and I'm just going to put them in here. I'm doing 2 eggs instead of 1. You'll notice I did 2 eggs. Always add an extra egg. That will just make your batter so much more rich and delicious. And I don't know about you, but I don't make brownies with just 1 egg. When I'm making brownies from scratch, I make them with 2 eggs. So I'm going to make our brownies here with 2 eggs. So mix that in. You don't need to use a mixer. This mixes very, very easily. And I'm just using the Betty Crocker chocolate chunk brownies mix. Okay? So now that is nice and fudgy. You can smell that chocolate. Make sure at this point that all of the flour has gotten wet. You don't want it to be dry. So now we're going to get ourselves a rubber spatula. We are going to retrieve the pan from where I stuck it behind the camera. And we are going to pour this in. So I'm just going to, first of all, remove the batter from my wooden spoon. I like to use wooden spoons to mix brownie batter. It's not necessary. You can use whatever. It doesn't matter. I just happen to like it. So I am going to transfer all of this into the pan. Okay? There is no ceremony here again. Just dump it. It's not really delicate stuff. This isn't angel food batter or anything. This is just brownie mix. So you don't have to worry too much. Just dump it. Just dump that. There we go. And I'm just fishing out some more of the chocolate chips here. All right, don't need that anymore. Now what you want to do is just smush that into the corners, okay? Smush it into the corners. And you do want to generally follow the baking directions on the package. So we're going to check what those are. So double check what it says. It says bake as directed. Well, fine. Bake as directed down here. It wants us to go for, in this case, 35 to 38 minutes. I'm actually going at the 35. You want to go kind of under because chocolate brownies should be fudgy, right? They should be fudgy, not dry. So I'm going to go for the 35-minute mark, okay? Tap that off. And what we're not going to do is we're not going to do banging the air out. We're just going to leave it be. So I'm going to pop this in the oven for 35 minutes and we'll be right back. And there we have it. Nice and cool, ooey, gooey chocolate brownies made from just a Betty Crocker cake mix. Don't forget to look at those ingredients, decide exactly what you need to substitute. You want to use milk instead of water, add an extra egg, and always use butter instead of oil. That's about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.